there. Hello, my name is Carolyn Gray. I talk about all things in and around fashion. I like to take y'all on vlogs with me too, and I show y'all how I live in New York City as a content creator, entrepreneur, and an adult. Even though I'm not that great at it, but I'm trying, okay? We're doing our best, Tom. And yeah, we like to have a good old kiki and giggle on this platform. So if you like that, stick around. You might want to hit subscribe by the end of this episode. So on today's episode, we're going to talk about some of these items that I purchased that I am not proud of, and or either just haven't had an opportunity to use it and I'm ashamed of that, because I like to believe that every purchase is with intention and with creative thinking process, meaning that I thought about how many ways that can be incorporated into my wardrobe. And now we've come to the end of 2024 and I'm looking back and I said, well, I only wore that one time and it was for a photo shoot, so was it really worn? And you will notice there is a theme. There's going to be a lot more shoes in this conversation, and it's because I'm a shoe girl. But just because I'm a shoe girl and always have been, it's my favorite category of shopping fashion product, there are still going to be moments where I make mistakes. And then we're going to wrap up with the overall thought and lesson learned in this presentation at the end. Number one, starting off strong. I bought these earlier this year and I was so excited. And I had the nerve to say that I loved the flat version of these shoes and wanted to get them. And then I remembered, wait a minute, I have the heel version and I haven't worn them, but maybe 1-2 times. The J.W. Anderson Paul shoes. I was very excited when I saw these trotting down the runway last year, okay? And then when I got my hands on them, I barely did a thing. This doesn't mean that I love them any less. I still am excited. Look at that. Look at the paw. It's a little hoof. It's a little hoof on my foot. Oh, I love it. But have I worn them? Have I given them justice? No. And now it's cold outside, and I don't know how well these will do with socks and slippage of my foot in the sock and the shoe. But we shall see. I'm going to make an initiative to wear these. I'm going to put this in a place in the apartment where I can see them and use them quicker. I had them tucked away for most of the year. I did not think of them only until I saw the flat version that my friend Christian mentioned he really liked. And I was like, oh my God, me too. And then I was like, oh, of course I would like those because I have a pair of those at home and I don't do anything with them. So this is on the list. I'm going to do better by this shoe. Next on the list, y'all heard me talk about this brand. And y'all know I'm a hoe. A Bottega Veneta hoe. And we have 2 items from Bottega that I feel I have not done justice and I shouldn't have purchased in the first place because I should have known better. And this also is a testament to being heavily influenced and learning how to slow down and understanding why you're about to purchase something, why you're about to add click to cart. Click to add to cart, whatever. So a friend of mine named Tanya, also known as Darling T on the gram, she had these beautiful pair of Bottega Veneta sunnies and I loved them. And they kept going out of stock because she kept sharing it and y'all just kept buying the thing. So I ended up actually getting the tortoiseshell version with a blue tint frame, and I loved those, and it actually had the gold detail. Loved those. And then I got very excited several days after I purchased that pair and was just happy that it was in stock because she kept selling. The pair that she has was all black with the yellow. I still want those, but because I've done this, I'm not doing it. Then I saw this pair. The silver detailing, and y'all know I love everything silver because I like to mix my metals, but I'm more of a silver girl. I pulled the trigger. I said, let me get those too. I don't think I've worn them out the house. I think I showed it to y'all on a haul and they've been at the top of that closet with some other boxes with the thing. First of all, too, here's the other thing. I love the other pair as well. I love them. I think they're amazing. I use them a lot. But I do have to say, the arms of these frames, they're a little snug around my head, or maybe my head is a little wide and big. either way you look at it, it feels a little funky on my head, okay? So it gives me a little bit of a pressure headache on both sides when I wear them. So when I realized that with the first pair that I got, I feel that I shied away from pulling these out and breaking them in, and they just have been in the back of the closet, and that's not okay with me. I shouldn't be buying any more sunglasses. We're going to talk about a no buy list for 2025, but this is the reason why. This is the reason why I cannot have this feeling, because I had that feeling at the end of last year. There's a pair of Miu Miu sunglasses that I still didn't put to good use this year that I talked about in my video last year about the most unused items in my wardrobe. Pair of sunglasses. I need to stop buying them. I need to take a break, don't I? Yes. Moving right along to the next item. And I talked about this in a video where I styled items that I feel a little hesitance with, that I feel a lack of creative with. This was on the list. And even though I talked about it in that video, I still feel like I probably got maybe 14 good wears out of this bag out of the last year. This Givenchy Nightingale bag. I bought this secondhand from the Fashion File. This chain is actually not, it wasn't purchased. It didn't come with the bag. I added it to it because it has a gold detailing. I have the chain. I thought it was cool. Bag charms are in. I thought it would bring a bit of zest. And it does. And it does. But I remember that I had a client named Lucy years ago when I was working at Atrium who had a Nightingale in a python print, and I think also in a purple print. And I always said to myself, I love this Givenchy Nightingale bag. I love this bag so much. And I couldn't afford it at the time. So I have been in a space where I've been buying things that are more aligned with things I used to want when I was younger but didn't have the money for. And now I do. It's on the secondhand market. I'm going to dive right in and grab them. And this was one of those things. But unfortunately, I really feel like I kind of regret getting it because I'm not giving it the honor that it deserves by wearing it proudly and whatnot. And it looks super distressed. That's how it is. That's how it really comes. It had very little wear and tear overall. Like the inside of this bag is still immaculate. Like it still has the original detail card, you know, but literally it's like whoever had it before barely ever used it too. So I'm hoping that I can put this on the forefront of wearing this more. The other items that I talked about in that video that I had a hard time styling, I did actually wear them a lot more. But yeah, this is ending up on somewhat of a remorseful feel, most unused list, okay? Yeah, my little Nightingale. Okay, next on the list, oh, they're in the box. 3 more shoes after this conversation. That's how you know I'm a shoe girl and I've made many mistakes. Now this, I got them on a really great sale and deal, but these Alaya platform heels in this Bordeaux color. I got it earlier this year. I love the silver detailing in the grommet. I love Alaya shoes. I don't know if Alaya if I was the first pair of designer shoes I bought for myself. No, Christian Louboutin actually, and I still have those shoes and I love them. But I have a lot of Alaya shoes and I just love how they look on women's feet. Like it just looks sexy. It really, I mean, it goes along with the ready to wear as well. Alaya is one of my favorite designer brands. But I was like, oh my God, it's lightweight. It has a great tread on the bottom. I'm sorry, it's loud out there, y'all. New York City sounds, honey. But oh, y'all just want to transition. Okay. All right. Go ahead on now. Do your business and leave with your sounds. All right. Now, when I first got it, I realized that the ankle strap is a little bit too long and has a lot of space around my ankle. I was about to say me ankle. And I got like a hole puncher for leather and belts and things like that, but I didn't want to do it myself because I love the shoe so much. I didn't want to damage it or make a mistake. So I meant to take it to the leather spa to get it taken care of, or any cobbler that I trust. But I ended up tucking this shoe away. And also, you know, I'm not going to say, oh my God, I'm such a terrible shopper. But also, we moved, and where this was in the apartment, I did not have a clear view on it. It's so important to have your organization on point when it comes to your closet, so you can see everything and really utilize the things in your closet, because otherwise you get to the end of the year and you're like, I forgot I had those. I'm embarrassed. So yeah, there's that. Another shoe that I was really excited about, because again, got it on sale. One of my clients told me it was on sale, and I said, let me snag that up real quick. And it was like, it felt like the sale was a mistake, because it went like, I bought it and then the item like disappeared from the site, or like it went straight back to the original price or something. Either way, I remember wearing it to dinner once with Carlos. I've worn it for content purposes to give style, concept, and ideas, and that's about it. And then I wore it to go get coffee the other day, because I was like, what is going on? Why haven't I worn this gorgeous? But again, another Bottega Veneta lovely moment. Yeah, she barely gets any use. And here's the thing, I'm realizing more and more, Carlos does not mind it when I'm wearing high heels and I might be a little bit taller than him. Okay? Because he's 6 foot even. But these make me tower over him, and I feel like I don't want to be that tall all the time. I also feel that my 36-year-old ankles aren't what they used to be in these cobblestone city streets and broken up pieces of pavement in New York City, that I will be able to walk on something that's a little uneven and catch my ankle. No, I don't have the confidence in my ankles like that anymore. Maybe in the next couple months when I up my fitness and my strength training, but like this on these streets, no, this is a car to door, back to car type of shoe. Ain't no walking. These boots are not made for walking. So that's why they haven't really seen the light of day. And I regret that, because they're stunning. They're just the most stunning thing. They have great traction as well. Most of the Bottega shoes do, but absurd. The absurdity. Okay. Another shoe. Let's just go through the shoes. Now, I had my eye out for a classic black pair of pumps. And when I saw these also on sale, I think I got these at the end of last year, to be fair. Akazura makes beautiful heels. I see starlets perform in their shoes all the time. They're on the red carpet everywhere. I actually did get to wear these to New York Fashion Week in February to the Luar show, where we saw Beyonce and her mother at the front row of the show to see their nephew and grandson in the show. But that is really one of the only maybe 3 times I've worn this shoe. They are not that comfortable, but they do the job. It's just that I don't reach for them. I think it's a little bit too sexy for me. Instead, I actually found a pair of Paris, Texas pumps that have this really cool silhouette, very vintage style to it, and the embossed leather just kind of pulls me in. It looks like eel skin. And for me, it just gives a little bit more edge and difference to a black pump. So I gravitate towards that one way more than I was gravitating towards this one. So I feel a little wasteful when it comes to this. This will always be able to serve some kind of purpose in the future. Like, I think this can work really well with like red, what's it called? Black tie affairs, gowns, that type of thing. This will be great for it. I'm sure. I also wore it for a piece of content featuring a bag that I got from What Goes Around Comes Around, but I haven't found that much use for this shoe. And I would like to, but it just didn't work out like that this year. So she ended up on my list. Another shoe, and the last shoe I believe that we're going to talk about. I talked about this shoe on my Hard to Style video as well. And I got so frustrated, because this was actually on my list of things that I had on my wish list for the year. And when I got it on sale, listen, my father said he saw a video or a post on Instagram about what's one lie that women always use or say. And my father posted a comment. I got it on sale. He was like, I thought of you. I was like, I don't know why you thought of me, because I don't be lying. Because number one, If I got something on sale, I'm gonna tell y'all I got it on sale, and I'm gonna be honest about getting it on sale because I love a good deal. Number two, if I say I got something on sale and y'all use the link and it's actually full price, you're gonna look at me like I'm crazy. I can't be lying out here on these streets about nothing. Why would I want to lie about anything? First of all, I can't lie about nothing. It, the people gonna say the things, and there goes my career. So I cannot be lying about things when it comes to sale. But I did get these on sale. And my father learned that day that I don't be lying when I say that. He was like, oh, that is true. You have integrity. Yeah, maybe your mother used that lie on me. I said, yeah, maybe, but not me, sir. I'm not going to lie about a good deal. But I got these. And they're Jimmy Choo, the Ixia sandal. I find that my foot slides out and wants to kiss the ground. My toes want to curl over and get their nails filed by the pebbles below. I had so much hope for this shoe. I thought this was going to be my nude high heel sandal that would go with everything. And it ended up going with everything. It still looks great with outfits, but my feet in this shoe and the way that this stretches and the way it slides out, it just wasn't a good marriage. I don't love that for me. And moving back into ready to wear, at the beginning of the fall, I was very excited for the aesthetic that Chloe brought back to light. Because, you know, fashion is cyclical, trends are cyclical. The boho chic thing has been a vibe for many, many years. But, you know, it got pushed to the forefront when the new creative director of Chloe said, oh no, boho chic is in and she's here to stay, and with Chloe. So I said, well, you know what, Chloe, with your prices at $5,000 a pop for a shirt, I'm gonna go ahead and go to H&M for some boho chic dresses, because I was really into it. But I think that I'm a different type of boho chic. I am not a pastel boho chic girl. I'm not. Like the baby blues, the soft pinks, they're nice, but they're not for me. I do not get excited. So I went ahead and I bought four dresses of the same maxi length and flare and floral and ruffle, ruffle from H&M. I wore the blue one, a light blue one for Fashion Week. It was nice. To be fair, it wasn't even my favorite outfit from that week, but it did the job. It got me in publications, actually, which was crazy. I wasn't expecting that. But to me, it was a little too put together, a little too kitschy. And I realized, you know what? If I'm gonna be doing boho, it has to be black, dark brown. It has to be a little gothic boho chic. But I went ahead and bought that. I bought a dress with mango in the light green that I still haven't worn, and I was excited about when I got it, because I was excited to try something new. And I tried something new and I realized, you know what? Not in this color. So I got a good lesson out of it, but now I still got them dresses in my closet. What am I gonna do with those? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do with them clothes? Another item on my list, and you guys are probably gonna be shocked that I'm mentioning this if you've been following me for a long time now. The Jean Paul Gaultier denim train. The jeans with the train attached to the back. Now, granted, I've worn these jeans. They're a statement. They're a stunning statement. They're a piece of art. I wore them to the Ghost season finale premiere. I wore them to a Fashion Week event. But can I tell you, I actually have no clue what to do with them from here on out. It's not about me having a lack of creativity on how to style it. It's the cleanliness that goes along, or lack of cleanliness that goes along with having to wear this type of denim gown situation. It is dragging on the floor. This is New York City. I don't know what kind of germs I've grabbed up on that train, especially by the end of New York Fashion Week. When I went to the premiere, it was a car, door, seat, back the car situation. I picked it up the whole time. It barely touched the New York City ground, but it still touched the ground, right? But when I got home after New York Fashion Week, that one day I wore those pants, I was disgusted. I was disgusted. I took them to the cleaners, and I haven't. I haven't pulled them out ever since. And they're just one of those things that this is photography purposes only. This is for content purposes only. This is not for everyday use. This is not for an event ever again. That's it. You cut off the time for events. So I don't know if I really am happy that I made that purchase, because it is an iconic item in my closet. It truly is. But for the amount of money I spent on it, $1,200, and I've only gotten truly two really powerful uses out of it. Girl, math has spoken. It's not adding up. It's not adding up. So yeah, I'm that's where I'm at with those jeans. So I need to book a couple of really fire photo shoots to really feel like this is it. And then whatever comes up, those photo shoots, it needs to be bigger than these pieces behind me and on my wall. The editorial is the next stop for those pants. And then lastly, again, something I was really excited about. This to me was kind of like a Prada dupe-ish kind of item. I got it from ASOS. I was like, you know what? I love the detail of this jacket. It's really cool. I love the color of the jacket. It's real leather. It's a great deal. Let me go ahead and just pull the trigger and get it. But this jacket is actually a Topshop jacket through ASOS, but I bought it. Wore it maybe a handful of times. Definitely did a really great piece of content reel with this jacket. But I have barely given this jacket justice. And I told y'all how happy I was to have this jacket. And I had so many plans for this jacket. I barely won this damn thing. So this is the last item on my list. I'm sure there are other things that are in the summer area that I can speak to. But you know what I'll do at the end of next summer? We'll talk about the items that I regret buying for that season. We'll just keep it in this realm right here. But yeah, I'm just like looking at these things, looking at myself. I'm like, girl, that's wasteful. Someone else could have had so much more pride and usage out of something like this, and you bought it, and it may have been the last unit, who knows, and you took that opportunity from that person and you've done nothing with it. So again, I will be placing these items in the front of my closet or on shelving that I can see it and I could use it more often. Excuse me, I dropped my pen. As far as like the Jimmy Choo pair of shoes, like I'm gonna have to find someone whose foot does agree with that shoe, right? Because it's just not gonna work for me. But in all, I realized I didn't have that many items. It actually took me a little bit of time to like think, wait, what items haven't I actually used? Because I feel like I've gotten really great usage out of the things that I've gotten this year. And that's because at the end, or really at the top of 2024, I wrote a to buy list and I showed you guys this list. I talked about it. I said, I want a menswear coat in a camel color, preferably something like this from the Frankie shop. And I got it on sale. I want a Spinelli Kilcullen ring and I got one for myself, right? I want a really good belt. I want some things that were on the list that I didn't get was a Birkin. I want an Hermes Birkin, or like the envelope clutch. That was one of the items I haven't gotten there because I haven't really shopped that much with my guy at Hermes. Like I haven't really spent a lot of time looking to see what they have, number one. But number two, like I'm not paying $2,500 for a pair of loafers. I'm just not. But anyway, like I did get a pair of loafers, but they were not that expensive. So yeah, so I made a list of things that I was really excited about, and also just felt that they were amazing staples for my type of wardrobe, that I've been wanting certain things or saw myself being a type of woman that wore certain things since I was a young girl. And these were the things that populated that list. And to be honest, like some of these things came into fruition with how I was shopping, and things would come across my eyes, and I'm like, oh my God, this item's on sale, or oh my God, this style really works for me. And it kept me super focused. And there were times where, you know, I was really trying to slow down my shopping at the top of the year. And every time I felt the urge to be impulsive, I would look at that list and be like, it's not on the list though. It's not on the list. So I felt like the to buy list held me really accountable. I didn't really reference my no buy list because I had like coats and stuff on there. And at this point, I'm like, you know what? I'm a New Yorker. I'm always going to love a good coat. I'm always going to buy a good coat. It is what it is. We love coats in this city. So I don't think I'm going to deprive myself from that type of thing, but I do need to really be careful about how I buy things, how quickly I buy them, and making sure that it's going to be something that really resonates with the wardrobe and not be afraid of returning it. I'm not a big returner, or I wait too long to return it. Then it's after the 30 days. I'm like, dang, I can't go up in there and do it because, But yeah, I think it's important to create a list of things that you have a concept for or you're looking for but haven't really seen, or you want to save up your coins for, because I think that it does help you eliminate room for error in your budget, in your closet, and then not getting to a point where you feel remorseful about what you bought. Now, out of everything that I've showed you guys, it's not that I regret buying it, but I feel that I haven't done it justice by actually utilizing it the way that I intended to. So now there's going to be a slowdown in the shopping and saying, okay, I'm not going to stop fully. Somebody said, y'all are real funny in the comments lately, especially when it comes to my political banter with some of the cookies that are not, we don't have the same agreement, which is fine. We're not always going to agree on a lot of things, and that's okay. That's why this world is beautiful when you really take a good look at it, because we are all different and all unique and have all different opinions. And like my friend Brittany from Pockets and Bows said, if you stand for nothing, then you fall for anything, right? So I'm going to have an opinion, but one person who decided to unfollow me after all this time, it's fine. The tribe is still strong. She said that even if I don't ever shop again, that I will be fine. I know that. I've been accumulating and collecting fashion goods since I've worked in it, since I was 14 years old, right? I will never stop shopping. It is my favorite sport, okay? It's my favorite workout. I love the creative behind it. It's an art for me. I'm a collector of the fashion pieces. But it will give me a lot more perspective when I write myself a list of things to buy or not to really look at or try to invest in too much, because I don't like the feeling where I'm like, damn, this was a really good art piece and I didn't wear it enough, so I don't like to feel that I have invested in something and didn't do right by it. That's all. But yeah, we never gonna stop shopping over here. We might slow down. We might have a quarter or two where we're just not doing it, and that's fine. But no, I'm never gonna not. Yeah, I'm always gonna have my house shop. And plus, I shop for people. I shop for people. I shop for you guys. I'm always sourcing things. I'm always seeing things like, oh my God, this would be great. And especially if I have something that's vintage and y'all really feeling it, I'm gonna look for similar items. I'm going to be looking for the deal. I'm going to say, oh, I saw this and I bought this at full price, but when it goes on sale, I'm going to tell the cookies. You know what I'm saying? So we're never going to stop shopping over here. We're never going to stop shopping over here. So if you made it this far into the video and you are not subscribed and you feel at home, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you also like the video, give me a little thumbs up before you leave. But anyway, what were some of your favorite items on my regret list, I guess, right? And what are some of your items that you're like, dang, I really need to pull that back out and give it some justice and wear it? Tell me. Let's talk in the comments. But thank you so much for watching. I appreciate y'all time, and I'll see y'all in the next episode. Bye, cookies.